Hello, welcome to Spanish Lessons with Dr. Alan Davison. The videos in this series are designed to be used with the Blurzo el Burro graded Spanish reader. The reader is available at Amazon.com or through my website at blurzo.com. Have fun. Today we're going to talk about verbs in the present tense that have an irregular yo form. Okay? Irregular yo form verbs. Okay. Many of these verbs are regular except for that your form. For example, the verb hacer, to do or to make. It's a regular ER verb except for the your form. The your form is hago. After that it's regular. Haces, hace, hacemos, hacéis, hacen. Okay? The only irregularity here then is hago, to do or to make. There are other verbs that are like this that have just that irregularity in the yo form. Another one is salir. The yo form is yo. Salgo. After that it's regular. Sales, sale, salimos, salís, salen. Salir means to leave or to go out. To go out on the town, to go out at night. Some other ones, common ones, another one, venir, irregular yo form, but venir is also a stem changing verb. So this would be conjugated much like the verb tener. Venir is to come. So you end up with the irregular yo form, vengo. After that it's a stem changing e to ie. Vienes, viene, venimos, venís, vienen. Okay. Another type of irregularity in the yo form, verbs such as conducir, to drive or to conduct or to lead to. It's regular in 5 of the forms, but not the yo form. The yo form, if you just made it regular, it would become conduco. But what we do here is we add a z, conduzco. That somehow softens that hard c, the co, conduzco. After that it's regular. Conduces, conduce. Whoops, that's an O. Conducimos, conducis, conducen. Kind of a mess there, but you get the idea. Okay, so those are essentially some of the basic ones with the irregular yo form. Another important one, let's not forget, is to give. Irregular yo form, doy. After that, if you're dropping the AR, you have basically AR endings. Das, da, damos, dais with no accent because it's only one syllable, and dan. I give, you give, he, she gives, we give, y'all give, they give, ustedes give, etc. Okay? Okay, again, students will ask, how do we know if it has an irregular yo form? You just simply have to memorize which ones have the irregular yo form and which ones do not. There are a number like these that we have here. 2 other verbs which are tremendously important, which have an irregular yo form, are the verb saber, which is to know, and the verb conocer, which is also to know. There are different types of knowing. We'll talk about that in a minute. Saber, regular in 5 forms, but irregular in the yo form. The yo form is se, with an accent. Then regular, sabes, sabe, sabemos, sabéis, saben. Okay? This yo form, se, has an accent because there is another se, se, that you'll see later on as a indirect object pronoun or reflexive pronoun that means something different. So that when it means I know, that it'll carry the written accent. Okay? We'll talk about the differences between these 2 verbs in just a minute. Conocer is like the verb conducir over here, in that you have to put that z in the yo form. So you end up with conozco. After that it's regular. Conoces, conoce, conocemos, conocéis, conocen. Okay, the differences are saber is to know a fact, okay, some sort of a fact, whereas conocer is to be acquainted with something or some place, familiar with, we'll say, a person or a place. For example, I can say, yo sé, tu número de teléfono. I know your telephone number, your number of the telephone. Yo sé tu número de teléfono. That's a fact. But I can't say I know you as a fact. I have to say that I'm familiar with you or acquainted with you. So I would say yo, you or anybody else. Let's put somebody else here for the time being. Yo conozco a Juan. This a is called a personal a, and it comes before a direct object whenever it's a specific person. Don't worry too much about that at this point. We'll see it later when we're working with the direct object pronouns. The important thing here is to know the difference between saber and conocer. Saber, to know a fact. I know your telephone number. Conocer, to be familiar with a place or with a person. I'm familiar with Juan. I know Juan. You could also say, yo conozco whatever, Madrid, meaning I'm familiar with Madrid. Okay. Some other ones for knowing facts would be, you can say, yo sé que Madrid es la capital de España. Okay, that would be a fact. I know that it is the capital of Spain, but I'm familiar with Madrid, conocer. Okay. Okay, so there you have it. Saber, conocer, and verbs with irregular yo forms.